Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is my DoorDash summary for August 31st, 2025. It was a really long day today. I did not get a break today. All of the 1 hour downtime that you see is I was driving throughout that. That was just the downtime coming back to zone, waiting on an order. So no breaks today. Made goal. We'll get into all the orders here in a second. First, I wanted to go over some upcoming programming notes here. So this coming Saturday, September 6th through the 12th, I'm on vacation. We're going to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And what I plan to do on those days is like some vacation videos every day, like throughout our trip each day, shoot like, I don't know, 1 to 5 minute long videos here and there each place we go to and piece those clips together each day and once a day post like a vacation video each day. So that was the plan then. Okay, so having said that, tomorrow through Friday, I'm going to have different goals because I'm off the following week. So I want to see if I can't make $1,000 between tomorrow and Friday. I don't know. It might be kind of tough. I may or may not do it, but Monday or tomorrow through Thursday, I want to work from 6 to 4 and make whatever I can in those hours. And then Friday might be cut short. We have some things to do before the trip, so I don't know how many hours I'll be working Friday. And then lastly, on Thursday, I plan on emailing my contacts at DoorDash with some suggestions. I did not make the cut to return to the DoorDash Community Council for this current term, but at any time you can email in suggestions, and I haven't done that for a while, and I got a small list. I've got like 4 things right now. I may add to it and email them, and then Thursday I'll post a video of what I propose to them. Now let's get into today's dash, and I won't waste too much time here because it's late. It's past 7:30 in the evening. Okay, first I logged in at 7 o'clock. Here's the first order. $10, 9 Mile Tim Hortons. So pretty routine stuff here. 225 and the 775 tip. Had that done in less than a half hour. Okay, a minute later, that first delivery it wasn't out of zone, but it was kind of a ways out there. And you see my pin position here. I went ahead and took this. This is upside down, but that's because of my position. I got to drive back to near where this Taco Bell is anyway, and the customer is close to it. So I took this and delivered in like 26 minutes. This took for the 775, $4 tip. A minute later, upside down IHOP going to Obet's. Don't think so. Now, this next one, this is upside down as well, but I took this one because to me, this one isn't as bad. It's only, both of them are about a mile upside down, but look at the difference on the first one. That puts me clear out into Obet's. This other one is like not too far out of zone. So I went with the second one and had that done in 26 minutes for the $10. That works for me. 550 and a 450 tip, and like I said, not too far out of zone. So it was just 4 minutes later, I got another offer, and 1575 10 Mile Giant Eagle. Let's do it. So here's the list. It was just 3 different areas of the store. It was just the water, the pudding snacks all in one place. One of those had to be substituted, and then the ice cream. So pretty simple. I didn't get a shopping time here, and delivered at 9:04. You see my note there. So the 39 minutes for the 1575. Okay, so 9:25 and a 6:50 tip. So I went to I think it was I can't remember if it was leave at the door or and the customer came out or if it was hand to customer. I can't remember on this order, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I saw the customer and, dropped the stuff off or whatever. Said, thank you, you're welcome, oh, have a nice day. And, I start walking away. And as I'm walking away, the customer says, I'm going to leave you an extra tip. And also, because you're amazing, I'm going to leave you an extra tip and leave you a great review as well. I was like, oh, okay, thanks, appreciate it. And no extra tip. There was no extra tip on this, so I don't know why she said that. And if she gives me a 5-star review, I have no way of knowing that she gave me that. And spoiler alert, that has something to do with one of my ideas I'm sending into DoorDash. So there's a spoiler for Thursday. Upside down, way upside down Jolly Pirate decline. That takes me to 46% at that moment acceptance rate. Wait about 6 minutes. 1057 Mile Giant Eagle. Let's do it. Let's go back to the scene of the crime. Is this? No, this is a different order. On this order, this very, very first item here, woodshed. I have no idea what this is. It said, and I couldn't really tell from the picture. So here, if it had been this right here, what I substituted, I can clearly tell that that's wood for like a fireplace or whatever. But on the picture for this, I can, you see, well, you can't really see it here. But even blowing that up, I couldn't tell what kind of wood that was. Or a wood shed. The only wood shed I know of is in the back of a house, a shed, like a barn, So, well, I'm not picking up a building, am I, and delivering it to the customer? I never heard that term before. And it said it was up front by the checkout lanes, or I didn't see anything. So, long story short, I got the help of a worker, and she tried to look. She said, "Well, all the wood is out here, like in between the double set of doors to enter the store." And we didn't see it there, and she tried to look it up and was having problems on her phone. She couldn't find out if well, I think as far as she could tell, they didn't have it, basically. So I substituted this. So anyway, back to the story. So this was only a 3-minute shop? Wait a minute, where's this original list here? No. I was looking at, okay. 9:22 is when I saw 9-minute shop. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way. Okay, 9-minute shop. Sorry guys. You already saw the substitution, and then you see my note here. So there usually is only one register open. I stood behind 2 other customers. The same girl that helped me on the woodshed saw me standing there, and she was like, "Oh, I can get you over here," and she rung me out at the self checkouts. So that was nice. That saved me some time. Delivered at 9:50. So like 34 minutes for the 10.50, $3 tip on that. So now I know what woodshed is. Learn something every day. $5 5 mile McDonald's, absolutely 17 minutes, routine as can be, 2 and 3. Okay, 4 minutes later, $18 10 mile Meijer. Yeah. And okay, so this is the one I was thinking about. This was a heavy order. I had this in 3 catering bags, and I actually, one of those, the brand new, like got those 6 catering bags, the set of 6 that I got off of Amazon here not too long ago. I ripped one of them on this order, so it is what it is. But I just being stupid and grabbing it wrong. But you see here 2 24 counts of water. There was 3 cases of the LaCroix. There was 2 2 liters of Mountain Dew. The Propel 12 count. I mean, this was heavy. But only a 6 minute shop though. Found everything real easy. Like I said, a lot of it was drinks, so all in one area of the store, and had this done in 34 minutes for the 18 bucks. Used my wagon on this, and wheeled all that up to the customer's door, and she's like, "Oh, that's a pretty nifty setup you got there." $8 tip on that. Whoops. Right away, I get a $4.84 4 mile Walgreens. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll keep the acceptance rate going. This was easy. Just a thing of concealer. Found this almost right away. I did scan the wrong thing, but quickly found it. This took 16 minutes. And you might as well say $5. And there it is right there, 59-cent tip. I've said this, I'll say it every single time. Customers, it's just my personal opinion. Any tip 1 cent to 99 cents is worse than a 0 tip. So if you're going to do something like this, just leave 0. Like I said, that's just my own personal opinion. For whatever that's worth. A 0 tip would have been better. I was not a pro shopper today, and I'm not going to be tomorrow either. I'm at 91% on original items found, 1% off. So this is $24.50 straight up, no $5 promo. I went ahead and did this. Got to the store 8 minutes later, and there you see that. I mean, this is just this whole 42 items was just standard stuff, nothing tricky at all, and 25-minute shop, which is pretty good for 42 items, and this took an hour, 1 hour straight up, $24.50. I'll take it. $7 tip on that. So I had some, I had some good orders today. $9 9 mile Red Robin. I went in and took this. The only thing with this was this is hand to customer, and they didn't answer. So you see here, I waited, sent this message before I got out of my car. I waited, rang the doorbell, waited about a minute, knocked on the door, waited 2 minutes. Some dashers might just do what I did here and take the picture like right away. But now I try to wait like 3 minutes at least. So and then I took the picture and sent my order delivered message. And you see here, they had other packages sitting here too. So that was $4 and a $5 tip at 12:37. Dollar per mile match. Dollar General. I went ahead and declined on this. Right away, I get a little 375. Well, also, I already closed that out, but I didn't like where the Dollar General order was going. So this one, I'm coming back to zone. The customer's in zone right near the Little Caesars. I went in and took this. Sue me. Had it done in 14 minutes. The order was ready. I wonder why, but 375. Whoops. And there's the tip on that right there. No surprise. Now, I was kind of, felt kind of fortunate that that I was, because I hate to get the minimum $2 orders. I'm like, well, can it go to why do I have to be first on orders like that? Let it get passed around to some people and then give it to me. And that's what happened here. So I'm sure it started out at $2. It probably passed around 5 or 6 drivers and then come to me. I wish I was on the receiving end of more orders that pass them around to other people first and then give them to me. We all want to be greedy doing this job and want the best orders possible. It's just the way it is. $11 2 mile Dollar General. Sure. Let's do it. It's only 2 miles. It's mostly baby stuff and some, painkiller, some plates. They didn't have too much of a selection in that baby department. So I had to, one of these baby foods I had to substitute. It was this, the 5 pouches. Had to call the customer, substitute another flavor, and then the diapers they ordered, had to substitute that. 11-minute shop, and that's with a phone call to the customer, so not bad. And then this took 24 minutes for the $11. So this worked out really good. $4.50 and a $6.50 tip. A minute later, let's go right back to Dollar General. 16 things to shop for. So nasal spray, drops, liquid, Monster. I think I found everything on this, and I busted this out 10 minutes, and I got lucky, found everything easily on that. Delivered at 154 and an additional tip on this. So 30 minutes made 15.25. Outstanding. Yeah, it's another one of my really good orders of the day. 725 5 Mile Home Depot. So I guess this I didn't pay attention to this initially, but this screenshot was wrong. It says 2 items here, but I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's. This isn't upside down. Let's get over my fears of shopping at Home Depot and Lowe's. I did a Lowe's yesterday, and let's do a Home Depot today. Let's conquer my fears. I get in there at 2:12. I had to use the bathroom first. It's a big store, so that was on the clear opposite end of the store from where I needed to be. Went clear down there, used the bathroom, clear across the back other end of the store to get these 3 things, and it was easy. All 3 of these things were right in these locations that it says. 2-minute shop. Once I got over there, and delivered at 2:27, so about a half hour, 7:50. So, this one, time-wise, I didn't do good on. Okay, and so that's at 2:27. I probably declined this. 12.50. That's going out downtown area, and so that took me at the time to 52%. I didn't finish in the 50s today. Upside down Raising Cane's decline as an easy decline. Here we go, 1150, 8 Miles City Barbecue. Let's just keep going to West Zone. I didn't mind it today. I probably had like, what, 4 or 5 West Zone deliveries today. I had this done in 22 minutes for 1150, 350 and $8 tip. I don't hard. I've only ever completed, I think, one Five Below delivery before, and this kind of shocked me. I don't see them paying this much money. They're usually bad offers, but $20, 14 miles, only 6 items. I didn't even look at the item list. I just went ahead and accepted it. I'm being brave today, folks. Five Below is a hard place to find stuff, but I'm doing it. And it's all makeup. But I get in there and, like, even though it seemed like it took me several seconds, a minute or two, but found. I was like, man, and then I get to the last time, I'm like, am I really going to go 6 for 6 on a Five Below makeup order? Nope, not going to happen. The Lilo and Stitch brushes. I wanted to make this 6 for 6 so bad. I walked around that makeup area at least like 4 times, trying to make myself sick, looking for. I didn't see any. Message the customer. She just said, just get any brush set is fine. And this isn't even what I actually got. I got a 5-piece, and I tried to do, where it doesn't recognize the barcode, and you have to do a search, and it wouldn't even pull it up on a search. I just selected something else for the app purposes, but that's not what it was a 5-piece. But the customer said get any brush set, so 40 minutes, $20, outstanding. 15.50 from DoorDash, $5 tip. I bet that probably got passed around. I can't see that base pay for that starting at 15.50. 5 minutes later, and you see here, I'm not back into zone yet. So this is upside down, but that's because of my positioning. And so I went ahead and took this, just one item from Target, detergent. Went inside the store, found this right away, up to the checkout, 1, 2, 3, easy as can be, delivered at 4:11. So over 20 minutes for the $8, and then 8:25, and there it is right there. And you see in my notes, 3rd floor apartment to boot. It is what it is. $9 9 Mile Giant Eagle, just 2 things. Declined because it's going clear out to Obets. It took me down to 52%. Anthony Thomas did not. This must be new. I did not know they were on DoorDash, but this is crazy though. I'm not going down to Southern Point for $6. Absolutely not. Easy decline. Minute later, now I'm starting to get some junky declines here. So $9. That's 2 restaurants. I mean, at least it's going just to one customer, but look how far south that is. I mean, the decline took me to 50%. Home Depot going to Upper Arlington for $7. I don't think so. Let's stack a Chipotle onto it and think that I'm going to take it. Decline. $18 Aldi's, 49 units. No thanks. Decline. And then we get a. And then at this point I just needed one order to get me to goal. So perfect. $7, 4.5 mile Applebee's. Went ahead and took this. And $2 and a $5 tip. So, and then that was it. Dash summary. You know that's pretty good. Like I logged in for over 9.5 hours and only an hour of downtime, and then I didn't do a pause today, and did I wanted to. There was 3 stops I wanted to make in between orders to get gas, to go to do a property inspection, and to come home. I only got to do one of those things. Is I would try. I got gas early in the dash, but the other 2 things is I was trying to make my way towards those locations. I'd get an order, do that, start making my way back to home or the other location, get an order. Never made it, to do those 2 things during the dash. I made goal instead. 18 for 209. Let's see here. And miles driven was 178. So made goal on mileage. Now at 4,831 lifetime deliveries, and AR, because of that flurry of declines there towards the end, dipped down to 47%. So, but anyway, that's all I have for now. We'll do this all again tomorrow. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks again.